Hello dear students, I am Assistant Professor Rushali Ahel, and in our today's session of Fermentation Technology Part 2nd, we are going to learn about the tetanus vaccine production. So before knowing about the tetanus vaccine, one must know what is tetanus. So let's start with our today's topic. A tetanus is an infectious disease which is caused by contamination of wounds from the bacteria Clostridium tetani. Basically, the causative agent of tetanus infection is Clostridium tetani bacteria. Due to its contamination in soil or through animal feces, this bacteria, it spreads from the wounds of person. Basically, this is a Greek word which means tetanos and tetanin is a Greek word meaning a rigid and stretched conditions. The symptoms of tetanus infections are they make the muscles rigid and stretched, and same conditions are known as tetanus and tetany in Greek language. So this it is known as tetanus, and causative agent is known as Clostridium tetani. Basically, this here you can see the electron microscopic picture of Clostridium tetani, and this is the vegetative cells of Clostridium tetani. These tetanus spores or Clostridium tetani, it is ubiquitous in nature, means it is found all over the world in all the types of environment. It is found in soil, dust and animal waste. And generally at hot conditions it is mostly found, and whenever a person comes in contact with such environment or such soil or such animal feces contaminated with Clostridium tetani, and if any open wounds, burns are there, then these Clostridium tetani, it can come in contact with the person and cause the infection. But this infection, it is not transported or transmitted from one person to the another person. The usual location for the bacteria to enter in the body, that we'll see now. Generally, this bacteria enters in the body of the person through puncture wounds. It may be caused due to rusty nails or splinters or insect bite. Whatever wounds are caused due to irons or rusted material, through that wounds this bacteria can enter inside the body of person. Even different kinds of burns or any cuts on the skin can also be the site of entry to the bacteria inside the body of the person. See, here you can see in the diagram there are various kinds of rusty nails or iron or other metals. If such kind of wounds are caused due to this kind of nails, then the bacteria Clostridium tetani can enter inside the body of the person. Now here are the routes of entry. Any kind of trivial injury caused due to any rusty nails or insect bite, through their animal bites and human bites, the bacteria can enter, as well as various open fractures, burns, gangrenes are the entry points of the bacteria inside the person's body. Whereas the infants can also get infect in the mother's womb by neonates, usually via infected umbilical stumps. If the umbilical stumps it gets infected, then through this the infants can also get infected. Then various abscesses and parental drug abuse can also be responsible for the entry of bacteria inside the person's body. So these are all the routes of entry. Now we'll study about the epidemiology of Clostridium tetanus. Basically, or the tetanus infection, as this bacteria it is found everywhere in the environment, so tetanus is an international health problem, as spores are ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means it is found all over the world, means the disease occurs almost exclusively in the person who are unvaccinated or inadequately immunized. Whoever person who is not vaccinated, or if proper vaccination process is not carried out on that person, then he can get affected with the tetanus infection. These tetanus it occurs worldwide, but is more common in the hot damp climates with the soil rich in organic matter. Wherever there is hot climatic conditions and if the soil is rich in the organic matter, then such soil is, there are chances to be highly contaminated with the Clostridium tetani. And if any person comes in contact with such soil, then he may get infected with the tetanus infection. There are more common, this tetanus it is more commonly found in the developing and underdeveloping countries. Basically, various industrial establishment or where the agriculture workers are employed, there the tetanus infection is found in more amount. So this is the epidemiology of tetanus. Then the incubation period of tetanus or the Clostridium tetani. Generally, this incubation period it may vary from 1 day to several months. Whenever any particular person comes in contact with this Clostridium tetani, from that day to several months, at any time it can cause infection to that person. So the incubation period of it varies from 1 day to several months. Whenever it starts showing the symptoms, that is the day of, or that is the period of incubation. Means it is defined as the time from injury to the first symptoms. जिस दिन इंजरी हुई है, for example, today the person have got injured and from today, after 2 days or 3 days he starts showing symptoms of tetanus, then that is his incubation period of 3 days. So from the period of injury to the first symptom, is the period of incubation of that tetanus infection. Okay, so up till now we have seen about the general introduction about the tetanus and the epidemiology. In the next session we will study about the pathogenesis of this infection in more detail. Okay, thank you.